so we're gonna start by removing these hard pieces of fat so we can expose that sliver of fat that goes right through here. So to do that, we're just gonna cut through here. And my dogs will love me for this part because we'll just cook this fat up for them and let them have the fat. So you want to do this without cutting off too much or cutting into the actual brisket. Okay, so with this now cut, you can see there's that line there that we're going to want to follow as we cut through this. Okay, so now we can see that there, so I'm going to go ahead and just try and cut here along that fat line. As I'm doing it, I'm just going to pull this back, make sure I stay with that fat. I had a little trouble lining it up on the point here, so you can see the multiple marks here. Not going to matter too much because we're going to take a lot of this extra fat off. It's not really going to add anything to the cook to have it on there, so we'll go ahead and remove this hard fat. It'll also prevent the seasoning from really penetrating the brisket if we don't remove this fat. So now we've got it pretty well cut up. Remove the big hard points.
Recording.
All right, so now we've got it all trimmed up. I did some little more trimming. I had to get a better knife. Got it all trimmed up. Now we're just gonna do this simple rub, which is just equal parts kosher salt, ground black pepper, and garlic powder. So we're just gonna take that and sprinkle it all over. Alright, so we got that ready. I'm going to get the smoker up to 225 and then we'll be ready to throw this one on. So we are now at 225, so we're going to go ahead and take these out, get them on the smoker. Alright, so we've got those on there. We're going to close this up, let it get back to temperature, and then here in about 4 to 6 hours I'll come out, check on it, and we should be ready to wrap it at that point. So it's been on for just about an hour and a half. So we're gonna spritz it here with some of the beef broth. So we are at 165 temperature. So we're gonna go ahead and open this up. And we're gonna get these wrapped. See, it's got a pretty good look to it. We are now at temperature. So we're gonna go ahead and open this baby up and get these inside. We're gonna just let that one rest for several hours, and then I'll slice it a little bit closer to time to serve. The burnt ends, we're gonna go ahead and slice those up while it's hot, and then we'll get it back out on the smoker for a couple more hours. Okay, so now we are going to unwrap the brisket from the butcher paper. Move that over there temporarily. We're just gonna dump this excess juice. So from this point, we're gonna cut the brisket point into cubes, about 1.5 inch thick, and then we're gonna place them back into the aluminum pan. So now here we go. We've got the cubes all into the aluminum pan, and now we're going to toss the barbecue sauce and brown sugar in here. Cover this with about half a cup of brown sugar. Just sprinkle it all over. We're gonna do a little bit now, and then we're gonna sprinkle the barbecue sauce on and do a little bit more after that. And this is a cup of barbecue sauce. This is homemade barbecue sauce. This is 14-ounce can of crushed tomatoes, a cup of ketchup, 3/4 cup of brown sugar, half a cup apple cider vinegar, half a cup molasses, 1 tablespoon of smoked paprika, 1 tablespoon of salt, 2 teaspoons of ground black pepper, 1 teaspoon of chili powder, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, half a teaspoon of red pepper flakes, and half a teaspoon of ground mustard. So we'll go ahead and pour this on here. All right, now we'll just put some more of this brown sugar on here. All right, and now that we've got that all on there, we're just gonna shake this up real good here. All right, and I'm just gonna take a spoon now and mix it up a little bit. Now we've got it mixed up pretty good here. So we're just gonna put this back on the smoker for a couple of hours. We're gonna leave this uncovered, put it back in there, and then a couple of hours we should be ready to serve it. As you can see, it came up pretty juicy, and it's smelling delicious. So please feel free to leave any comments. If you have any tips or tricks, anything I should try, if you have any comments, please let me know, and like and subscribe. Thanks.